Hey guys, it's Lee. It's a Friday, March, let's find out, 8th, 2013, and then today was day 17 of my fat, sick, and nearly dead juice fast. For some reason, I didn't listen to my own advice, and I started recording another one on fucking YouTube. Fuck YouTube. I hate you. Oh, man. I'm gonna have to set up a different recording software or something, just because the Apple one makes it all mirrored and YouTube sucks, and I just don't want to have to edit this. I want to do it really quick. God damn it. Okay, well, it was day 17, and as most of you can tell, hopefully you can tell I got some sleep last night. Finally, I probably got 10 hours and then slept a lot throughout the day, so that was nice. And that actually probably has a big reason to do with why I'm down to the 45 pounds finally. I was stuck around 42, 43 for about 2 or 3 days, and that's probably due to the fact that I wasn't sleeping much last week. But yeah, everything is going great. There were a couple things that I forgot about that I said in my Lost Forever video yesterday that I forgot to talk about, and I was talking about it. I'm drinking the last juice of the day for today, and it sparked my memory that someone at work asked me if I was craving it yet, because he had heard that people who are doing this crave the juice, and I am not craving it, not even a little bit. It tastes fine. It's fruit. It's fruity. It tastes fine, but I'm not craving it. I'm craving the bad stuff still. Not as much, to be honest. I don't feel that hungry during the day, but I would never say I'm craving salad. Even though Caesar salad would be nice, but that's not good for you, which sucks. One of the only salads I like is the salad that you're not supposed to eat. Yeah, and the craving it got me to think about a couple things. I'm driving home the past few nights. I've worked 12-hour shifts, and with driving each way, it's about a 14-hour day. And those are the days that I'm really stressed out, and I was thinking about how much I would crave fast food or bad for you food. And it got me thinking about the emotional attachment to food, and it's not. I don't want people to think, oh well, he went home and he cried into a cheeseburger. That's not it. It's not that. It's I don't even know how to describe it. It's more of a sense of calm, I would say. Like it's just like a good feel, a calm feeling came over me. Like it's like you can breathe out, and yeah, I know I've heard other people talk about it, and some people would say, oh, I got depressed after I ate, and that never happened to me. And I never got depressed that my food was gone. But I did, it definitely has an emotional attachment, which is a mental thing, and that a lot of people go through. And it's very interesting to me how emotional it is that after a long day, it really does. It would make you feel, or me feel, a lot better. And today, I just finished watching the Celtics game, and we won, which is amazing. We always have trouble with Atlanta. And I tweeted that I was having it with juice. I was watching it with juice. And I wish I was having it with pizza and wings. And that's, it's weird. With sports, you're supposed to have wings or pizza or both. And it's weird breaking that habit. I enjoyed the game just as much. Well, probably not just as much. The pizza would have been nice. But it's weird how you associate things with food. And that's probably a hard thing to deal with. It is a hard thing to deal with. And that got me thinking about something else I had talked about yesterday. And I don't want it's tough because these videos are supposed to be like, oh, I'm doing a juice fast and my life has changed forever and let's eat kale salads all day. But that's I got stuck in the voice there for a second. That's not how it's gonna be. That's I don't think that's a normal way to live your life. Well, I don't. It's not how I'm going to live my life. I don't think that's a way someone can sustain. Which makes me feel almost bad for Phil, the truck driver, and Joe, because of the movie they were in. If they gain the weight, their whole way of life is ruined. And not saying I want to gain the weight back, but I don't want to be the guy who can't go to a game and have a hot dog, or can't, or like everyone else is ordering a steak and, oh, I'll just have some salmon, and it's fine to live your life like that, but I don't think too much of anything to an extreme is good, and that's where I was with fast food. I was too much of an extreme of the bad stuff. But it got me thinking about something that bothered me when I was bigger, and something that bothers me now, and will probably bother me my whole life. Sorry, the juice is really sweet, so I gotta take a drink of water. It's an interesting phenomenon, I think, or the way our society is. I don't like the stigma that comes along with being fat. Because trust me, no one wants to be fat. No one. But it's weird. The thing that I've chosen to indulge in, I don't want to call it an addiction, even though it probably is, but I feel weird calling it an addiction, to be honest. The one that I haven't even chosen, the one that I am more susceptible to, affects my outer appearance, and that's really the only reason. Well, maybe being uncomfortable in a seat next to somebody, but the only reason, one of the main reasons there's an aversion to being fat is because of appearances. And whereas like let's use the example of drinking. There's plenty of people who go out drinking Friday and Saturday night, even Thursday through Saturday, or even every day of the week. I know a bunch of people who are really skinny, but drink every day. And there's nothing wrong with that. If you're holding it together, you have a job, and you're not losing your house, and you're not beating your wife, sure, have a drink with lunch, have a drink with dinner. Have more than that. It doesn't affect me. But it can have the same with smoking. Even though people don't like smoking, it's still not as bad as being fat, I don't think. It's just it affects their insides. So like they could have lung problems, or with smoking, heart problems, and for drinking they could have liver problems, or whatever other health issues are associated with being with drinking. But it doesn't have, your outer appearance doesn't necessarily change. Whereas eating too much does, or eating the wrong things do. It does change your appearance. And trust me, even as a big guy, and I think most big people can attest to this, even when, like, let's say you're out and someone who's bigger than you, or someone who you perceive to be bigger than you, or even just as big as you, it's not appealing to look at. It's unappealing. It's not. It's a tough thing to deal with, but it's not attractive. But and you'd feel bad for them, or you'd feel, I don't know what the word would be, but you wouldn't want to be associated with it. But trust me, that person feels a lot worse, probably 10 times worse than you do. Just like, oh, look at that guy, he's fat. That, trust me, that guy knows, and or girl knows, and they hate it more than you do. So I understand why people are losing weight, and that's great, and that's why I'm doing it. To be honest, I mean, I don't really have any health related issues to it yet, other than maybe sleep apnea, which I've never been tested for, but more than likely have. But I just think it sucks. And like I said, these videos are supposed to be positive, and they are positive. I'm happy I'm losing weight. I feel great. But I think it's unfair, to be honest. I think if somehow appearance didn't matter, or if it was like the movie Up, which you're not supposed to model a society after, but let's just say you were in a society where appearances, like, you had no physical reaction to appearances, everyone would be eating what tasted good. And I know a nice salad can taste great, but come on, let's be honest about it. If we're gonna have a discussion about it, if appearances didn't matter, and I don't know, if health issues, if you could eat whatever you wanted, you would. 1,000%. And some people are lucky, and they enjoy quinoa and all that shit. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's what they like. Maybe they go home and they smoke, or they do something. But it's just like weed. If it's not, I feel like if you're not hurting someone, it's unfair to judge other people. Which, and I'm not saying I don't, because I do. Everyone judges people. And people will say, "Oh, I'm a nice person. I don't judge." Everyone judges, because otherwise supermodels would be going out with guys like me, and I would be. It's just a way of life, and it's something you have to deal with, and that's something I am dealing with by trying to lose the weight. And this is actually a shirt I haven't probably worn since probably close to my freshman year, or maybe even into sophomore year, but it used to be way tight, and it's loose, and it feels great. It is exciting, and trust me, I'm not down on losing weight. And if Joey, for people who don't know me from the church of what's happening now with Joey Diaz, this is a conversation he would hate, and he has the right attitude, to be honest. There's no reason to dwell on, oh, you shouldn't be mean to fat people, and that's absolutely right. I should just get over it and work on being healthy and look forward, and no one should be fat. That'd be great. As soon as there's a pill that comes out that stops that, everyone's going to take it and eat whatever they want. But not everyone can be Joey, and I do think about this stuff. I thought about it all the time. I think about it all the time. And yeah, it's an odd thing. It's odd how there are, like, NASCAR is sponsored by Bud Light. I don't know if they're sponsored by Bud Light, but a beer, and you can't drink and drive, and everyone is trying to get supposedly healthy in America, but sporting events like Anderson Silva, he's an amazing fighter, sponsored, and the UFC, I don't know if they've done it for a while, but I've seen rings with the Burger King logo on the inside. It seems like everything is against you to try to get healthy, to be honest. Because why would an organization where almost every, other than, like, I've seen, like, maybe 2 fighters who aren't really ripped, why are they sponsored by a fast food place? And there's nothing wrong with that. That's our country, and we're capitalists, and we take money from everyone who's not, like, a criminal, and that's fine, and that's the way it works. But we're getting mixed signals from everywhere. Like, be healthy, but have it your way. or you should be in the Olympics, but that's sponsored by McDonald's and Coca-Cola. Well, I mean, what the fuck? I mean, it's kind of like the thing where pharmaceutical companies don't want you to get healthy. They want you to suppress the symptoms. But if they made a drug that cured the cold, no one would buy Dayquil and NyQuil. No one would. If you could cure the cold, even for, I don't know, let's say the pill was $5,000. Over your lifetime, you're going to spend more than $5,000 on sick days and pills and visits to the doctor. No one wants you to get healthy. They want you to be, I don't even know what the word would be. They want you to be healthy enough to go to work to buy their products. And that's fine. That's, I'm not advocating living off the grid or growing all your own food, because that, I mean, you can't do that in this day and age. Some people do, and they probably have a much better life on average. Well, this is 16 minutes. It's like a podcast. Sorry, guys. But it's just when I'm thinking about it, it's been hard, and it's been tough, and I'm glad I'm doing it. But there's a reason why there's a thing that people talk about, that when you get off diets, you gain the weight back. It's a shitty way to live. It's the, I don't want to say the one thing that has been hard for me, because there's other things, but everyone has demons, and weight's always going to be one of mine. But I'm working hard to make sure it's not. I don't know. I can't imagine I'm going to juice. I'm not going to be on a fast forever, but I can't imagine I'll juice for 2 meals a day forever. I talked yesterday about my plan for when I'm done with this, and I said that I wanted to juice a couple meals a day and then have food, but that you can't. I'm not going to bring my juicer on vacation. I thought I was going to bring it to work every day, but it's a fucking huge thing, and then the fruits, and then it's not possible. So another thing I might want to do, or do want to try, is Weight Watchers, and just, it sounds silly, but learn how to portion and learn the substitutions, and I don't know if someone said they liked Weight Watchers because it was like video games, and you scored points, and that really helped them. I don't know what's gonna help me. I don't, to be honest. But I don't want to end up 30 or 40 or 50 and 500 pounds or 600 pounds or using a rascal to get around. Or it's just, I was listening to You Made It Weird with Pete Holmes, and I think he had a co-host of the Nerdist podcast on. His name is John O'Ray, and he said he was about 500 pounds, and he had such bad sleep apnea that he would kneel on the floor and put his head on his bed, because otherwise his throat wouldn't stay open, and he would wake up coughing, and for some reason, if he laid like that, like kneeling on the floor with his head on the bed, he could get some sleep. And that's not how I want to end up. I want to be healthy, and I want to live a long time, and also, to be honest, not live with the stigma of being fat. It's an unavoidable truth about being big, that people are gonna judge you. And yeah, I mean, it's just the way it is, and I'm not that it sucks, but you can't really stop it when you're gonna judge stupid people for being stupid, or if you're gonna judge, trying to think, drug addicts or whoever. People are always gonna be judging other people, and it seems like a big part of life is striving to be someone that can't be judged, which is kind of a weird thing to think about. But it's true. I mean, for a lot of people, you're striving not to be judge. And there are people outside of that who embrace it, and for whatever reason, or not whatever reason, but they embrace being different than the norm. And trust me, I'm a goofy guy, and I'm different than the norm, and I don't want to be a Stepford person and be completely normal, but I do think a large part of everyone's life is trying to be as normal for them as possible, whatever that means. Because no one likes to feel outside, and that's I spent a lot of my younger years being outside. I don't know, part of it's because I'm kind of socially awkward, but I also think a lot of it was because of my weight, which kind of sets you aside as a kid. But wow, this is over 20 minutes. I want to stop it. Sorry, guys. So yeah, I'm down 45 pounds. It was day 17 today. I'll hit 20 days next week, which is fucking unbelievable. Thank you guys for the comments. Thank you guys for watching. And I'll be very surprised if people watch the whole thing, because this is crazy. Alright guys, thank you, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.